Hey guys, what's up? So today I have a video, an unboxing setup video of the ultimate PS2. Now this PS2 has a 6 TB hard drive with every single PS2 game and every single PS1 game on that hard drive. The free Mcboot software has been around for quite a few years, but the hard drive capacity is always topped out at 2 TB. So this is super exciting that we can get all this. I do have an original Xbox, which has a 3 TB hard drive, and that fits the entire original Xbox library on it. It does have a much smaller library. I think it's around 850 games on the original Xbox, whereas the PS2 has a library of a couple thousand games, plus the PS1 is also about 1,500 games. So yeah, this is a much bigger setup. Obviously the PS2 does have a huge amount of shovelware on there, but it also has some awesome games. The PS2 was the console that I primarily grew up with. I got a PS2 for Christmas when I was 6 years old. It was a PS2 Slim. I actually still have it. So it looks like this is a UK import too, so hence why it came with a SCART cable. Now I do believe that a lot of PVMs and also some European HD CRTs are compatible with 480p over SCART, but being in Australia, I'll be using a component cable. Do have a UK power adapter, but they use the same voltage as us, so it's just a pretty simple conversion. Here we have oh wow, that's really heavy with the hard drive inside. So here we have the PS2 itself. Really impressive how well this is packaged. Super friendly seller, sent me a full list of the games on eBay. This wasn't crazy expensive. I think it was about 600 Australian, which is about 400 US. Well, I mean, I suppose that is expensive for a PS2, but considering you're getting every single game, I didn't think it was too bad. It was on eBay. It was a lot cheaper than some of the Etsy sellers. Free shipping too from the UK, which I thought that was pretty nice. It didn't take too long to arrive. I think it took about 2 weeks. So then we have that adapter on the back for the hard drive. You got the front panel, so we got a couple USB ports. You got your memory card, which is what you'll boot off for the Mcboot software. The actual console itself looks like it's in pretty good cosmetic shape. I believe this did come with a couple other things. So we have a pretty crappy looking third-party controller. It is a new controller, but the quality of the third-party ones is never the greatest, but that's okay. I'm a really big fan of the Logitech wireless PS2 controllers. I still have my original one from back in the day, and it still works. I replaced all the buttons on it recently and gave it a clean, gave it a service. So that's mostly what I tend to use. So there's the console itself. We'll get this all plugged in, get it all set up on the TV, and we'll go through some of the features, and you guys can have a look at what it's got to offer. It does fit the entire original Xbox. So yeah, I'm just setting everything up now. I got everything plugged into the TV, ready to go. I did include that blooper of when I knocked over the tripod on my first attempt at the unboxing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through everything now, the menu system, the features, how to get it working. Feel free to put any questions down in the comments. I'll go through and try to answer that. So I have the PS2 all hooked up. It's all hooked up for screen capture. We've got a Ava Media, the Game Capture HD2. We've got component video coming in from the PS2, and then HDMI is going into the TV, and the footage will be recorded to that hard drive just to make it easier for me. I did get a new TV for the 6th and 7th gen games. Doesn't currently have a stand. Working on getting a stand for it. Basically my goal for this evening is to finish off this video, go through how the PS2 works, and just thisify this whole room, get it all cleaned up. That is actually my new surround sound setup for the living room. There will be a video on that. That TV, the plasma, that will actually go here, and I'll put the couch there. we'll get another couch for there, because the plan is this is going to be my theatre room, so I'm going to put the projector screen here. The electrician has been round and ran the Ethernet to this room. He's going to come back and upgrade that socket. We'll get some smart lighting in here to replace these, get some new blinds, get some carpet that isn't disgusting, and paint this room dark grey. Oh, and also fill in that hole in the wall and put a proper door on there. And yeah, and then can start working on the theatre room. I'll definitely have some videos on that. So I will go through this and show you guys how this software works. Okay, so when you start up the PS2, the initial menu is going to look like this. Now, if you have a black screen like I did, you will need to go into the system configuration and make sure your video out is set to component. Now, because this was a UK import, I bought this off a UK eBay seller, this was set up for RGB Skype video, so I had to change that. Now, obviously with a black screen, you won't be able to see any of this, so I have put the button combos that you need to press on the screen. Now, the next thing you'll need to do to launch a game is scroll down to over here. That will load up, and you should have a full list of all of the games on the hard drive. Now, this only takes a couple of seconds to load. Now, there are a couple of video tweaks here as well, which I'm going to show you guys. So you scroll over and you click IDE, that's where your games are, but while that's loading, you can press the start button, scroll down to display settings, scroll down to video mode, press X, scroll down, and this is a power console, so I want to force NTSC so I can play at 60 frames per second, and I can also force progressive video out at 480p. So just hit save changes, and that's it. And there's your full list of games. Now to boot something, you just click on the game you want to boot, and it will load up. Okay guys, so one thing to note is a lot of games you do have the ability to manually select progressive scan or 480p in the game settings. One thing I did notice, hence why I had to film this in two parts, is a lot of capture cards, the one I used to make this included, when you change resolutions actually cut off your recording. So in-game menus you want to scroll down, you want to make sure that progressive scan is on, and that will force 480p. Now, some games have a shortcut in the controller to do it on startup. It's often X start or start triangle, but as you can see, a much cleaner image. You've got a lot less stair stepping. It looks much sharper, looks much better on modern TVs. So yeah, I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next video.